What is up, everyone? My name is Dylan, or Malthus, depending on how you know me. And today we're going to be checking out one of my... I just cannot express so much. I love Voyager when I was a kid. This is Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. A kind of base buildy, kind of adventure-y look at what if Janeway had made different choices. I'm super stoked about it. Like I said, I always loved the survival aspect of Voyager, and it had a much different feel than Next Generation or Deep Space Nine. So let's take a look. This is the demo. It's for Next Fest. I don't want to wait any longer. Manage your ship, crew, plot a course, all that stuff. Stardate 48-315, new ship, new crew, new mission. Today we embark on a mission to locate the Maquis vessel, disappearance in the Badlands. The graphics are awesome. Starfleet intelligence believe these terrorists have acquired dangerous new technology. My chief security, Tuvok, is undercover aboard the ship. I haven't received any communications for about a week. The Badlands are treacherous. I can only hope he's safe. In the meantime, I have a starship to prepare for launch and a crew to assemble. Speaking of which, our final two crew members have just arrived, Harry Kim and Tom Paris. It seems I have few introductions to make. Never liked Tom. Never liked his character. What? Welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the academy, ready for your first deep space assignment? That was a weird spacing. Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope to live up to your expectations. We all feel sorry for Harry Kim. He was an ensign for far too long. Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot, who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. The best damn pilot in the sector. Call me pilot extraordinary, ensign. Maquis? Wow, I heard a lot of stories about them. Relax. I was only a Maquis for a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely penal colony in New Zealand. Prison? Enough chatter. All hands to the this is the captain. Report your stations. Helm, take us to the Badlands. The first decision I will make is to not go into this ion storm ever. Boom. Saved it. The Badlands is a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen. Wow, there's some serious latency here. I have everything turned on epic because my computer should be able to handle it. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues may be heading? I wasn't exactly a Maquis for a year. Maquis of the year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading coherent Tetrion beam scanning us, and a displacement wave heading toward us. A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Red alert, helm evasive maneuver. No effect. The wave will intercept in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. Need more animation. Anything. It's animated, but it's very static. Aftermath. Honestly, I like this. If it were matte paintings like this, instead of like, I don't know, 2010 graphics off a bridge, I'd be more happy. As the crew regains consciousness, they find the bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture of what just happened. Damage report. Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline, and we're receiving casualty reports. Bridge sick bay. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor? Damn. We're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core's gone to gray mode. We're on reserves barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan the nearest source of deuterium. Extender sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Ooh. Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back online now. Okay, click on the quest icon, or the question mark icon on the left. Revisit the tutorial. Close. Scissor's picking up something out there. We're not in the Badlands anymore. Ah, the alien artifact that loves to grab humans. What is this thing? Where are we? Scissors working. We jumped out over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. So Janeway looks very young. Ooh, that's kind of weird. Look at that. Anyway, so Janeway looks very young, very good, very season 1. Tom Paris looks god awful. Harry looks very generic. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. Scan points of interest. Mark the white question marks to reveal sources. Okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I'm a big fan of Fallout Shelter. I know it was a phone game. I thought it was a lot of fun. Let's go to the field debris. Tom Paris, like, look at him, dude. He looks like the guy who got infected with the worms, and became young again, or the guy who took the anti-aging pill and became young again. There's a lot of people who become young again. Anyway. Okay, travel various locations. While traveling, time passes in form of cycles. While visiting points of interest, you can choose between different approaches with different risks and outcomes. Different colors of the chance bar. Okay. Basically, the further into this side, the worse. Pretty static. What do we got here? Okay, that needs to be hoverable. Possible deuterium. Looks like we've got a pretty... I like the HUD. It has the Star Trek feel. It's very simple, too. It's got dilithium, science, bioneural gel packs. Those things sucked. Borg nanites, I assume. We'll get 7 of 9 eventually. Use a tractor beam to try and clump up any debris. Sure. Cool. We have now deactivated gray mode. Ready to increase warp core output. Warp core is a reactor that powers the ship to generate energy. It continuously consumes deuterium. Depending on the reactor level, you can produce more energy, but more deuterium is required. Increase the power output by selecting main engineering and switching the core. Okay. So we're down here. So this is like, this reminds me of the generator mechanic from, oh, I can't even remember the name of it. It'll come to me. Our energy levels are returning to normal, Captain. Good. Now, what about this thing? This array. Can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detect multiple detected a Maquis vessel next to it. Scan for life signs. No one on board. Scan the array. What about the array? Our sensors cannot penetrate it. Now we need to repair the transporter room. Now we need to repair the transporter. You know what? I'm going to check this planet. What's on this one? Duranium. Okay, that's what our hull's made out of. Uranium. Deuterium. Ooh. Be careful with that. If you just hold it on there, it goes. Captain, we've found an abandoned ship adrift in space. It's powered down and structurally sound with sealed storage containers. Do we have a maximum amount of deuterium? Yes, max is 1,000. Our replicators are working, I'm guessing. We don't have to worry about food right now. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. We now have all the uranium we need. Engineering is standing by to repair the transporter, Captain. Where's my crew? So we have 34 people idle. Transporters are back online, Captain. Mr. Paris, set course for the array. It's time we got some answers. No! I'm Harry Kim. You can't tell me what to do. Is this a trinary system, or is it just binary that looks like this is really close? Ah, suck it. I mainly just wanted to go do something so I wouldn't have to say yes to her. These graphics feel really good. The actual, like, bridge graphics don't look good. And I like the UI for building the ship. Ensign Kim, Mr. Paris, get ready for your first weight mission. Present a series of challenges. Heroes possess skills and traits. Select heroes with... I shouldn't say heroes. Select heroes with matching skills for the away team. Engineer and science. Officer, engineering, and medic. But he hasn't gotten first aid training yet. Decide in the approach. Select a hero. Complete the challenge with the appropriate skill. Seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place is eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Scan for signs of life. Harry and Tom use their tricorders to scan for life and detect a strange energy spike emanating from a nearby area. There's a lot of reading because they don't have any. They have to have voices, man. It's not going to be hard. Just pay the actors. They all go to Comic-Cons. Just pay them to do their own voices, especially Ricardo. After the challenge, participating team members were fatigued. Okay. An old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach? Let's see. So the number is the difficulty. I thought it was the number of points that will be attributing to it. Squaring his shoulders and demanding answers, the old man seems more amused than intimidated, chuckling to himself and shaking his head. He's confused why Harry and Tom are early, as it is not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. Okay, so you can double up if you have a tough one. Old man isn't much help. We'll try to find the Maquis ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. Tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it. Okay, so if we do this and this, that gives us a basically guaranteed critical success on 0. Harry and Tom try to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air. But before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. Old Man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion. Back wall dissolving show a bluish glowing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half-Klingon woman, lie on surgical tables. Sometimes you have to make major decisions that have large influence on how the story proceeds. These decisions are marked with a gold outline. These people must be the missing Maquis. They're being held here, Captain. We must get them out of here. Why? Okay, we're quick-witted or wake up the tattooed man. Do we want Balana or Chakotay? Let's go Chakotay. He had a much easier time of acclimating himself. Tom rushes towards the tattooed man, hoping to shake him awake. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, looking for concern on his face. Before Tom can react, a blinding white light fills the room and everything goes blank. Oh shit. Kim did the one thing he couldn't do in the entire show. He ranked up. A sudden return. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her crew when Tom Paris unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened on the array? God, he looks terrible. Like, if you can tell the latency on this. Captain! What happened over there, Mr. Paris? We lost contact with you several hours ago. What? We're only there for an hour, right, Harry? Harry? He's just beside me. Well, then he's still on the array. Where were you and not... The Maquis are hailing us, Captain, putting them on screen. I'm Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. My chief engineer, Balana Torres, is missing. Is she with you? No, Commander. One of our own is missing. It seems we share a problem. It would make sense if we solved it together. 3 of us will beam over to your ship. What a mistake. The arrival of Chakotay and the Maquis crew on the bridge is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary and they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. This is Seska, one of my engineers, and Tuvok, my... Oh, I know who he is. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. He wasn't even in the uniform. As am I, Captain. Commander Chakotay, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate your crew. Were you going to deliver us into their waiting hands, Vulcan? Correct. However, I assure you, I perform my duties aboard your ship to the highest standards. Charming. I see you have Paris with you. Are you forming a Maquis trader club, Captain? You win some, you lose some, Commander. Let's focus on bringing Torres and Kim back to the array. We can't get back inside. They've sealed the entrances and are blocking incoming hails. Lieutenant Tuvok, let's get to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. We require resources in the engineering office to mobilize. Okay. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to engineering. To be able to power, you need to activate the life support unit of the corresponding deck. Okay, so that's our like new level cost. Life support restored on Deck 5, Captain. Engineering is now accessible. We'll have to fix it before we can use it. That's fine. Fix it. It's going to take time to fix. Until completion, it's logical to scan all the planets in the system and gather more deuterium and uranium. We actually don't need deuterium right now, my man. I went and got some extra. Okay, enter the ship. It is ready. We have additional work teams to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. Okay. Logically, we should focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure the crew's food supply. Maintaining their physical endurance requires activating life sector. Okay. This is Fallout Shelter, but in space. It is Fallout Shelter with a story. Well, it's more of a story. Okay. However, as a sustained extensive damage require emergency rations are currently deployed. After repair, the crew can access replicator rations again. Not if we have to conserve power. Ruined rooms supposed to be cleared and to create rooms for residential. Okay. So I just click it, I assume, and clear debris. I like how we get uranium back. While waiting for our crews to finish working, we should continue to collect more resources. Okay. Okay. Mess hall repairs are completed, Captain. We should switch to replicator rations now. It would enhance crew well-being. Every cycle, your crew consumes rations. You can always use emergency rations, which don't require resources but lower morale. Crew is used to consuming premium rations made by the replicator. Okay. Replicator rations are now issued to the crew, Captain. Whoa. I love this. I don't know why I love it so much, but I just do. Okay. Let's get sickbay going. I know we don't need to yet, but okay, how do I get out? Nope. There it is. I thought that meant system as in like systems for the ship. Our storage is now full. So I'm going to go here, but I'm not actually going to take the deuterium yet. Also, I just got to say, my main mod on my channel for when I live stream is deuterium over on Twitch. It's killing me every time I have to say it. So what up, Tube? How you doing, man? Okay. We fixed our ruined ship. And ruined room. Why didn't we fix this one first? Everyone has to like go through this one. Maybe we can finally build some crew quarters. Oh, they've been sleeping in the corridor? Garbage. Maintenance, crew, tech, combat, Borg. Crew. Not enough engineering teams. Okay, well, we're just flying anyway, so. Sickbay. Injured and sick crew will be placed in sickbay automatically. After treatment, they'll go back to work. Increase the efficiency of sickbay by assigning a suitable hero. I hear Paris loved this place. Boom. What's going on? Why is it booping? What? Oh, call. Caretaker. The array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communications. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? I don't have what, you don't have what I needed. I remembered that voice, Captain. The old guy with the banjo. Though he seemed a lot less jellyfish back in the array. I'm Captain Janeway of the Federation Starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You just have to leave them. No? Okay, so this is what they did. They appealed to humanity. Scan the array for Harry and B'Elanna. Scan the array of life for life signs of Terrian Torres. No signs of them, Captain. No humanoid life form indicated at all. I want to be the Janeway from the alternate reality. Like, it's not alternate reality. It is, but from the planet that uses them as the boogeyman and created an entire thing about how evil they were, even though they ended up helping them without them ever knowing. Try and give them back. We won't leave without them. Return our crew, face the consequences. Your determination is admirable, but I have no time for this. There's just enough time. Time for what? The continuation of my work. I still have so much to do. What do you need? What kind of work? Maybe we can help. I've searched the galley with messages beyond your comprehension? No, there's nothing you can do. You're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We're cut off. Damn it! We haven't gotten any closer to Harry and Torres. You managed to get him to open up a bit. Maybe Starfleet diplomacy isn't so bad after all. Captain, if I may, I have observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the 5th planet of the neighboring system. Okay. Given the lack of information regarding our mission's missing crew location, Investigating the planet appears to be the most logical next step. It's the only lead we have. Use this opportunity to find our people and bring them back. Mr. Paris, I want you to be, I want you at the helm for this. Let's find our people. Okay. The sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems. You can either travel directly to another star system, or you can scan the system first and select a specific pole to visit. That's a weird way of saying that. Let's max up before we leave. Okay. Our emergency quarters are built. Awesome. To the ship. Ready. Next. What other level did we fix? Shield generator. Fix it. Sector map. Go. Ruin room. Clear it. Where are we? Ah, there we are. Okay. That's where we need to go. Okampa. Yep. To the short-lived people. Science? Cool. I love the granularity. It doesn't need to take several seconds to look at something, like scan it. Maybe just make me click on each one. We'll head our way there. Actually, we'll head this way. Okay, this is going to be more crew rooms. Oh, that only takes up a two spot. So maybe let's... What else do we got? Maintenance, engineering offices, and cargo bay. Okay, and I'll make these two rooms. I'm not a fan of the... I don't know why, but I'm not a fan of the tabs on the bottom left. Scan the anomaly from a safe distance. Yep. Okay, I think we're... How much... Where's our deuterium? Or our uranium? Would we go through the trinary? Or would we go around it? Might as well try to grab everything. Oof. Okay, so you can do 1 through 3 to get here, so that's kind of okay. Okay, we got a cargo bay, so we can pick up more stuff on our way now. Let's go ahead and keep clearing stuff. I need to address the lack of quarters. We don't have you yet, Neelix. Oh, I wanted to actually put... Oh, no, he gave me emergency quarters. Okay. I was like, what are you doing, Neelix? Jeez. You cannot change where you're going once you go. Weird. I guess you're setting a course with warp. Try to get everything. Gross. I'm gonna head back for this one. We'll head this way then. Okay, how's our 30 people still need? Well, this is a 3 size. If I take what's on this shield, ruined room, holodeck. Don't care about the holodeck, man. If I do this one, there's no size. We could do 2 2s there. What's this one require? 150 tritium. Tritanium, sorry. Tritanium. Which we don't have. We don't have any tritanium. How many of these hold? Okay. Oh, there's more down here. Okay, what do we got? Lots of small stuff. Ooh, this is a nice one. That's very small. Shuttle base damaged. Our phasers are damaged. So. Probably our best bet is one of these. We have no way of getting tritanium, though. Let's just do emergency quarters here, even though it's going to give us this tiny room. Just to try and help. Can't do it. Honestly, there should be a room. Should be a level 1 room that does. So do I need to make this a bedroom to be able to fit everyone? It can only store one type of resource. Oh. Well, then we'll have it store the one that we need to save up for. 11. Bullshit. I don't have the ability to grab whatever resource that tritanium is. I know what it's tritanium, but I don't know where to get it. So I can't open a new floor. We're out of it. Stock up. Okay. Come on, Bussard collectors. Son of a bitch. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? Continue. That wasn't a very good order. There we are, Captain. And might I say, what a ride. Voyager handles like a dream, responsive, agile. No to get too carried away, Mr. Paris. Let's see what I have here. Didn't I put you on, like, first aid duty? Following caretaker energy pulse, Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Harry and Kim Balana perhaps being held at this place? What's so special about an ugly old space rock? We have... Let's check a scan of the planet. Has all the basic characteristics of M planet, but no ocean, no river, nothing. Okay, leave it be. It's Arrakis. Check for energy pulses. They're consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of desert. I recommend the away team investigates that area. The interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. Getting faster. The entity is said he's running out of time, right? We'd have to hurry. Okay. Also, that ensign behind Janeway, I'm pretty sure just looks very close to Balana without the ridges. Captain, a small ship is approaching and is hailing us on screen. What up, Neelix? Oh, that's a good picture. A peculiar alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Maquis have ever seen such a species before, perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant. Looking for something on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything? Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours, let me guess. You were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will? Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Hundreds of times, maybe 50 times, but the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. That's what the Okampa call him. He probably snatched some of your crew, too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Okampa. But, Captain, it's a tricky place, dangerous. You could use a guide, but of course, a guide needs a little, compensation. To be honest, I've had it rough lately. Those pesky void voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us, you can have all the food and water you want. Oh, the discrepancy. What do I do? Okampa. Oh, he's not ready. Well, I'm sorry, Neelix. He's gonna be ready like as soon as I leave. What a delicious meal, a culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. It was tomato soup. Tomato soup. Something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alfarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. I'm pleased that you are enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Ah, yes, you're missing crew, right? Scan the southern continent and look at the range of dead volcanoes. At their foot, you'll find a Kazon Olga encampment. Kazon Olga? Ugla. Is it Ugla? Whatever. Kazon sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, they can even be reasoned with. I thought you said the Okampa had our people. Well, the Okampa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal Maj Jabin, the Ugla leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. I don't need to know anything about the Kazon. They are garbage people. Very well. We're for one team. Maybe I can, take them over. Ah, shit. We lost energy. Oh, sweet. They gave us stuff. Okay. I guess we go back? No, we should grab some more deuterium while we're here. Out of order, your mess hall is now to give out emergency rations. What? No. Oh, I didn't turn the reactor back on? Question mark? Exclamation point? Fuck. Phaser room, science lab. Where's engineering? There it is. Is everything back online? Interesting. Do I have to go through each one? I am confused. Turn the engine back on, or the mess hall. Ah, got it. Okay. Let's try to get some... There we go. Finally a good haul. Actually, yeah. Let's go ahead and head back. Now we're getting science every turn, it looks like. A sense heaviness on the crew's spirit. Being stranded in the Delta Quadrant has taken a toll. A small gesture like improving the quarters, better meals, or time on the holodeck might boost morale. Okay. So I will say I play with a mouse that has a numpad on the side, like an MMO mouse. And I don't have to use my keyboard for anything in this. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's send in a away team. Neelix. We might need a medic. Let's send Tuvok. Tuvok does not look good. The more I see the graphics, the worse they look to me. I don't know. It could definitely use some work. This feels like the more I'm playing, the more it feels like a phone game. The away team materializes in a small, especially like it's either all like text based like this, which is fine, or it's the sheltered style or Fallout Shelter style graphics. Okay, so these are all the challenges we're gonna have, huh? Okay. So it pre tells you which ones you're gonna need. It's gonna cost 40 with a level of 40. Let's get our bearings. Success. Using his survival skills in the position of such, Kote determines the cardinal directions. He doesn't know. Okay, look. I think that's what they did on the show, but that doesn't mean it has to work. Okay, anyway. Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We need to cover fast. 35. Let's take a risk here. It's not a good risk. Should have brought Paris. The away team wastes too much time setting up a cover spot, and the sandstorm comes upon them with full force. They stumble through the blinding storm before finally finding a secure place. After what seems like an eternity, the storm subsides. The away team emerges bruised and battered and sets off in the direction of the Kazon Ugla. Sometimes certain approaches in away missions bear additional risk. Danger levels are indicated below. Failing such a challenge can result in injuries or fatalities. So, okay, Captain, we've reached the settlement. How should we approach these people? Yeah, let's let Neelix burn some energy. Neelix bounds forward, greeting the Kazon Ugla with his usual boisterous manner. Women and children seem to recognize him, but their expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming. Men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. A tall Kazon emerges from the settlement, Jabin, their leader. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman who looks nothing like the Kazon, but more like a human with pointy ears, appears around the corner. I hated their hair, man. It's so weird looking. It was like sponge. No, it wasn't even like sponge. It was like coral. They looked kind of like a... okay, it looked... I was going to say it looks like the people from Last of Us. Or the monsters. It's a little bit better than them. You know what? Tuvok, you're good with a gun. The display of potential force seems to impress Jabin, who explains that the Okampa live underground, their access controlled by the caretaker, who also provides their only source of water. As proof, Jabin points to the bruised woman he's holding as a slave, explaining that she is one of the few who have emerged or managed to reach the surface, when suddenly Neelix grabs a phaser, points at Jabin, and demands the Okampa girl be set free. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. What is this? They never told me what this icon means. Hmm. Let's let Neelix do some more work. He got us into this mess. He lied to us. Okay, we got Kess, so we can replace Tom. The away team raises their hands in gesture of peace, slowly backing away from choosing words carefully. Calm down the angry Kazon. Jabin, though furious at Neelix's impulsive action, recognizes the away team's intelligent attempt to de-escalate the situation. He allows them to retreat. This is experience? Yeah. He screwed us over. My dearest Kess. I never did like their relationship. I always thought it was weird. Didn't I propose I'd save you? I knew you'd come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how we build trust, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew. The access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There's a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if I had the slightest breach. Transport signal amplifier will be necessary. Kess, can you help us once we've located the breach? Of course. It's the least I can do. Okay. I know all the answer to these, and I assume if you're watching this video, you also know the answer. Okay. Let's get you to sick bay. Computer initiate emergency medical hologram program. With no other options available, Captain Janeway activates Voyager's emergency medical hologram. A shimmering figure materializes in sickbay, ready to provide critical care. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sickbay now. And this patient, Kess. There's no need for concern. I'm capable of treating any injury or disease. A broken ulna, a few minor bruises and grazes. Nothing I can't handle. But you're in capable hands, young lady. Thank you, Doctor. It's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best. Do my best, Captain. I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? What's full? We're full of something. Oh. Let's build a small cargo hold for... Oh, it has to... Oh, damn. Okay, it has to be a 3. Poop. Poop-a-da-doop. We've got phasers. Science lab. Items to analyze. Transporter signal amplifier. Okay. Do we have somebody that can help in here? If the doctor is helping in here... Yeah. It makes no sense not to have him in here, right? Tuvok, I need you to... Yeah. Tom, we're going to replace you, of course, because you don't like being there. And you're kind of a bitch. But I don't want the doctor to be in there because he's got his movable emitters. Engineering. Ugh. Yes, Neelix. Okay, at least everyone's doing something now. Okay, while we're doing that, let's go get some stuff. Okay, we have finished our tech... Oh, the tech tree. Nice. Blueprints and signal amplifier are complete. However, to start production, we need to repair the workshop. Get fucked, Neelix. I don't care. I'm sorry. Sorry. Our... We are in tier 1. So we already have this one? Yeah. Rotate shield frequency. Captain's acknowledgement. We don't have any Borg yet. Kind of comical that we're doing that. You know, seeing how we just told them we didn't care about them. Okay, this can be a cargo. What else am I working on? Ah. Workshop has been repaired. Okay. So that whole level's been used. I do like that you get a return on your materials whenever they finish clearing up a room. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's make our way back. Signal amplifier has been completed and ready for use. We're hustling back. Let's do fuel. We'll leave it as fuel. And then this one can go there. I'm going to see if it'll let me do 3 rooms here. Okay. Crew quarters. That's probably what I was supposed to be doing the entire time. Cancel. Yeah, we want that. I bet crew quarters are going to be size 3. Reach our destination. Send the away team. Let's send Chakotay. Tom, so he can fall in love with Kess and cause love triangle garbage. Upon materialization near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon is already there, tinkering with the security barrier in frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they reach out for their weapons. Captain, the Kazon seem to be more cautious this time, but they're still ready to attack. What are your orders? Shoot them. Fine. The away team approaches the Kazon and reminds them of their previous peaceful interaction. The Kazon, still suspicious, are persuaded by the diplomatic efforts of the away team. Are they the same Kazon that we saw on the show? Oh, great. We've reached the tunnel entrance using the transponder signal now. The amplifier proves less effective than hoped. While it detects fluctuations in the barrel, it cannot pinpoint a suitable breach. After several attempts, the away team manages to find a weak spot and transports through. Okay. I want to do this for extra science. A message from Captain Janeway cuts through the joy of the reunion. The caretaker array has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the tunnel entrance. We need to get out of here. Because it's closing it up, right? Go for it, Chakotay. Wait team quickly navigates the collapsing tunnel. They dodge falling debris and leap over widening chasms. Tremors are interfering with the signal amplifier's focus, Captain. The connection is constantly being interrupted, but we can't beam out like this. Let's give it a try. Analyzes the tremor patterns. Okay. So we got some science out of that too, though. Okay. Back on the Voyager, Harry Kim breathes a sigh of relief while B'Elanna Torres eyes her Starfleet rescuers with suspicion. The Maquis engineer struggles to understand the sudden alliance. Yeah, it was definitely a stand-in for her. Miss Torres, welcome aboard the Voyager. I'm Catherine Janeway. And Ensign Kim, it's good to have you back in one piece. Reporting for duty, Captain. I didn't think I'd ever see Voyager again. It's good to be back. What the hell is going on here, Chakotay? Since when are we cozying up to Starfleet? It's a long story, B'Elanna. Let's just say we had to compromise to get you back. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you've learned on the planet that could help us? Caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in strange ulcerations. The Ocampa said we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague. Except we weren't sick before we met the guy, Croc. They also said the caretaker had sent them there, or sent them others with the same disease, but they didn't recover. They died? I want you both sick now. Captain, their condition is unusual. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by the induction of foreign genetic material. Their bodies are rejecting it, rather violently, I might add. They're fortunate a few days more, and the cellular disruption would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material? For what purpose? An excellent question, Commander. It appears to have been introduced deliberately, though why anyone would want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis? I've already started a treatment. With my expertise, they should make a full recovery. Captain, there is now enough evidence to form a reasonable hypothesis the caretaker provides for the Ocampa, yet remains on his array. It is logical to assume that the provisions arrive through the energy pulses. Okay. They have increased in frequency since our arrival. He destroyed the access tunnels. In addition, he frequently mentioned running out of time. The caretaker has sustained the Ocampa for millennia. Why the sudden urgency? He does not intend to continue his role as the caretaker. Caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the Ocampa for as long as possible. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, someone who holds the key to their survival, a compatibility with the caretaker's DNA. This explains the abduction and subsequent testing of individuals of various sectors. I believe the caretaker is dying. If he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? We have to return to the array once. If the overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll have to blast them with phasers and torpedoes. I believe a bit of tactical planning is in order. Shields first, then phasers. We're all good there. Ooh. Looks like crew quarters aren't done yet. Let's go over here and try to get a little bit more deuterium. Get that heavy water. Oh, it does just make a giant-ass room, huh? Interesting. Crew is very happy with the fulfilled promise. It doesn't say what promise it needs to. Okay. We should be good to go. Close report. Research crew. Okay, that's what we wanted. Science. I don't think most of the stuff is in here yet. Okay, so let's see what we can build here. Yep, so we can do 2 crew quarters. Oh, I need more engineering teams to do more. Those 2 rooms together should give us more than enough, and we can start moving people out of the terrible accommodations. Let's start here. We have a level 1 engineer, so we can do the bonus one. Still got pretty good amount there. We might as well grab these last couple things. Okay, crew quarters. I don't want to build any more emergency if I can help it. I assume that the demo is going to end at the end of this mission, but just in case, I'm trying to set myself up for success, you know. Science lab, phasers, shield generator. Already got both of those. I mean, they've got all the stuff in. So cargo bay, battery container. They have all the stuff here. Officers' quarters, sick bay, holodeck, observation lounge. They have everything. They're just working on it. It looks like. Hopefully they can air out a few of the bugs. There we go. Finally some good luck. Okay, by the time we get there, we should have torpedoes, phasers, and shields. Okay. Sure. Whatever. No one cares about you, Janeway. Okay, how did I do this last time? Oh, I have to activate it. Our offensive and defensive capabilities have been restored, Captain. We're as ready as well, baby. Let's show this quadrant what we're really made of. Let's kill the first thing we talk to. Kazons. They're cool. These ships were okay. Not the most creative things. They kind of look like a Cardassian ship, but it's not bad. They're big. Seems we were expected, Captain. It's the Kazon. The lead ship is hailing us. They're probably not calling to chat. I'll have our Marquee Raider manned. You'll have support if it turns into a fight, Captain. Excellent idea, but let's see what the Kazon say first. Back for more, are you? Don't think your silk tongue will work this time. All we care about is getting home, Jabin. We'll beam over we're gonna beam over to the array and see what we can arrange. Psh, psh. We have no dispute with you. Of course not. You'd rather talk your way into getting what you want. This is absurd. We have no intention of challenging you. I'm not as gullible as you think. The array's power is mine. We need. Can we discuss this like two civilized? He's disconnected, Captain. Powering up weapons. Battle stations. Okay, combat heroes. Each combat encounter you may choose up to 3 heroes to utilize their specific strengths and abilities. So it's going to be Tuvok. I don't give a shit about Neelix. The Voyager will fight semi-autonomously. Phasers are fired automatically, torpedoes manually. You control the ship by opening the command menu and deciding how to approach the enemy. Combat pause, complete the tutorial. E. Order your ship to try and attack or defend aside with either defensive or offensive movement. Fleeing requires enemy engines to be damaged, while surrendering costs resources as a form of payment. You can also repair damaged subsystems. Proceed to offensive menu. Weapons, engines, shields, and warp core. Combat is paused. Pause with space. This is okay. In battle, the hero's abilities can be activated either by selecting them with the mouse or by pressing the number button. And then it's got a countdown. Oh, it's automatically using them? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Where's my H? Oh, so there's theirs. Here's mine. I'm at 96% shields. We're attacking the same two sides. They're not moving. We are. Okay, now we're fighting the little guys because the big guy was weakened. Wow, he's really small. We've won. Okay. That was kind of a weird combat system. Better than we expected. Our raider is still in good shape. I'll keep it close by in case more Kazon decide to show up. You're strong, Captain, but there's strength in numbers. I've called for reinforcements. This array will be mine. Hail the array. We need you to send us back to where we came from. Impossible. I have barely enough strength to complete my work. I must protect the Okampa. If I don't, the Kazon will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. Did you ever consider allowing the Okampa to care for themselves? They're children. Children grow up. They need challenges. Maybe the Okampa are stronger than you think. Send us home. You need to send us. Captain Jabin wasn't bluffing. His reinforcements have arrived. We try to access the array systems to transport us to the Alpha Quadrant. Captain. Time is up. If you leave, the array will be left to the Kazon. They will annihilate the Okampa. You must destroy it. Don't listen to him. We'll be stranded. Please protect the Okampa. The caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert, crystalline form. Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice. Return home to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the Okampa defenseless, or sacrifice Voyager's return to ensure their safety. The clock is ticking. He's gone. Kazon are closing in. Shall I try to access the primary control systems? Return us home. Protecting the Okampa would violate the Prime Directive. Not really. They are a warp-based civilization. My responsibility is to the crew. Access the control systems. We're going home. To hell with the Prime Directive. They deserve to have a chance. 60% chance to follow through. It's my ship, Commander Tuvok, now. Attempting to access the primary control systems. I cannot initiate the transit program. The Kazon, they're they're preparing to board the array. You must destroy the array. Protect the people from the Kazon. It seems fate has made our choice for us. I don't like that. Tuvok, ready the tri-cobalt device. Target the array. The array is the only way out of here. You can't. I just tried, dude. Fire. So the whole tagline of this game is, what if you would have made choices differently? And I get that if we made that one differently, the game would be over, but that's kind of the point. I don't like that. I don't like games that have choices that aren't real, but they act like they are. Who do you think you are, making the decisions for all of us? It was the right decision, B'Elanna the Okampa. They remind me of our people. We were fighting for a more powerful enemy to protect our own. Meh. We're really stranded, aren't we? Great. Now I'll definitely miss my next Outmeet review. A missed behavior review should not be your primary concern. God damn it, Tuvok. No one cares. Hadn't thought about that. Jabin is hailing us, Captain. You have made an enemy today. Mr. Paris, put some distance between us and this place. Hull. Voyager's hull can be damaged in combat, dialogue, spatial phenomena, or the main deflector is offline. If hull integrity reaches 0, Voyager will be destroyed and the game is over. The hull doesn't regenerate itself yet. To repair the hull, assign a work team. No, I want to repair the hull. How do I do that? Whoa, something's going on. Okay. Do I have anything that we can do? Yeah. Okay, so where... Hold on. Where do I assign people to fix the hull? I do like that they show the, I like that they show the thing. Oh, we're out of power. Where's those batteries? Oh, we can't repair them yet. Damn. So our ship is... That's weird. Okay. We gotta refill our stuff. This is a weird... You gotta hold right mouse. Let's use the Bassard collectors, because they're always the coolest part. Yes. Give me your Bassards. Oh, good. We're at full. I'm not really a fan of the whole, like, bouncing back and forth bar thing that they've got going on. It is unique, I'll give it that, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, we detected a deactivated alien probe of unknown origin. It's not transmitting any signals, but it could contain valuable data. Yeah, let's use our science lab. Nice. "70,000 light years from home. It seems we're in this together, Captain. Or Commander. Your decision didn't win you any friends, Kazon, Maquis, Starfleet, but I respect you. The anger is justified, but now we have more pressing concerns. 2 crews on 1 ship, stranded in the Delta Quadrant, fighting for survival. I know a thing or two about survival. The Maquis are a motley crew. We had to learn to put our differences aside to work together, to coexist. Well, Commander, I'd like to offer you a position of Voyager's first officer. You're willing to trust a Maquis with that responsibility? I'm learning to adapt. This is a new beginning, a chance to forge a new path together." Neelix, Kess, you wanted to see me? You need something else before you leave? Well, that's what we wanted. We'd like to go with you. Before you say anything, Captain, we both very much want to be part of your journey. I can offer you so much in this sector, Captain. Need a guide, supplies, contacts, and a cook? Oh, you haven't lived till you've tasted my Anglo-Basque. But more than that, Captain, I can be your morale officer, keeping those smiles on bright on the long voyage home. I have a feeling you'll need that. Ugh. I want to see the galaxy. There's so much out there, and I don't know. So much to explore and discover. I haven't mentioned it before, but the Ocampa once possessed telepathic powers. There's some nice clipping on your character there. Generations of dependence on the caretaker have diminished them, perhaps. This journey could help me understand their abilities. I also wanted to help. After the doctor cured my wounds, I realized I just want to help people. I think the doctor would be glad to have you. Very well. Welcome aboard. Looks like we stirred up a little trouble. In a good way, I think. A sudden distress call reveals Voyager's victory over Jabin sparked a mass escape from the Kazon slave camp. Janeway's wastes no time ordering the desperate survivors to be beamed aboard. Neelix is surprised to find another Talaxian, Zibian, who was captured while exploring the Ocampan landscape. Gratefully joins the growing crowd of survivors seeking the doctor's care. 13 more crew. We're going to defend ourselves. We're alone in an uncharted part of the galaxy facing unknown threats. We will not cower. We will stand together as one crew, armed and ready to fight for our survival. Explore, but fight our way home. As the only Starfleet vessel in the Delta Quadrant, we will continue to explore, but our primary goal is to return home. 75 years is not an option. We will use every weapon and tactic to find our way. Analyze, innovate, and find a way home. We'll search for advanced civilizations, wormholes, anomalies, any breakthrough that could shorten our journey. We will analyze, innovate, and discover. Somewhere along the journey, we will find our way back. Well spoken, Captain. Mr. Paris, you've proven yourself a skilled pilot and a valuable member of the crew. I hereby appoint you as our flight control officer. For the first time in my life, I don't know what to say. Perhaps a state that you would like to embrace more frequently from now on. Lieutenant Paris has a ring to it, don't you think? Harry, I bet your own promotion is just around the corner. Oh, that's rough. Imagine me becoming a captain one day. As first official act in your new position, Lieutenant Paris said, of course, we're flying home. Okay, here's my thoughts. First off, if you liked what you saw, consider wishlisting it. It helps them. I doubt they need the help. From what I understand, they have a pretty big publisher. It's Data Lake Entertainment. And it's by a developer named Game Excite, which I'm not familiar with their work. The game is rough. It's a demo. I understand that. It's got some really cool stuff in it, like the base aspect of it. It's very constrained, though. Understandably, you've got to have certain things on a ship. They need to open that up, though, if they want to make it feel like you're actually in control, and you got to be able to make actual choices. So if that's not a thing that's going to happen, no one's going to play this. We don't need the bridge animation. It's not worth it. Spend your time, get some really good paintings. And by paintings, I mean illustrations, graphics, whatever. Like the introduction ones, like when Neelix popped up, or when Javin popped up for the first time. Or when they beamed aboard the bridge. They have really good paintings. They don't need animation. And they had a much better comic book feel, I think. Wasting your money on 2010 animations is not going to help you at all. For the away missions, they're a little bland. It might, if you didn't know Voyager, it might be better. But it definitely seemed very surface level. I had a fun time. We played for over an hour, and it felt maybe like 30 minutes, so that's a pretty good sign. They need to, and it looks like they will, break out more development into the different resources and give you the ability to do things to actually minimize. So like if you never have to worry about food, just do all the hydroponics. You never want to have to worry about deuterium. Make it so you can have like recyclers, and you can have other things, conservators and stuff like that. Just stuff like that. I'm sure that there's a lot of that in there, and you just didn't get to see it. So if this seems like your kind of game, look into it while we're on Next Fest. Otherwise, go check out one of the other 50,000 games that have a demo right now. I have been Dylan/Malthus, depending on how you met me for the first time. I'm giving this one an okay. Maybe like a 6, because I like the setting. I will see you all later for the next game. I hope you have a great day, great week, and a great rest of your year. I will talk to you all later. Malthus out.